Greetings to all. Welcome on back to the channel. It is Wednesday, April 30th, the last day of the month. We have a 16-game MLB schedule on tap for today. Real quick, a recap of yesterday, Tuesday. We had a 7-7 day on our moneyline / spread picks. Only 14 games were played. One game got rained out, that being the St. Louis-Cincinnati game. There will be a doubleheader played today. But like I said, with those 14 games played yesterday, we went 7-7 on our moneyline / spread picks. We went 10-4 on our over-unders. So we continue to clean up on our over-unders. Our home run parlay of the day, we missed it by one leg. Judge and Schwarber both homered in their first at-bats. I played Trevor Story. I felt the Red Sox were going to put up numbers. 5 home runs hit in the first inning. None from Story. So I called the wrong Red Sox. But with all that being said, we shake it off. We look forward to today. Last day of the month. Let's go out on a bang. Real quick before we jump into all the videos. All of the plays you will see today on the screen, we play in $1 parlay. We love our parlays over here. We love wagering smaller amounts that bring in higher profits. Also, guys, do not forget our $3 parlay plays of the day at the end of the video. That being our pitching props, our hitting props, and our home run props parlays. I appreciate all you guys for clicking on this video. Like I said, last day of the month. Bill's gonna be due tomorrow. Let's make some money. First game of the day, 12:40. It's the makeup game from yesterday. The St. Louis Cardinals in Cincinnati taking on the Reds. For this early game, the 12:40 game, we are playing St. Louis on the money line. The game total set at 9, and we like the under in this one. Under 9 total runs. Moving on to the hitting props, and we're taking Donovan of the Cardinals. We're taking Gavin Lux of the Cincinnati Reds. Moving on to our pitching props here, and we're taking the over for both starting pitchers here. We're paying Mikolas to go over 3.5 Ks, and we're taking Singer of the Reds to go over 5.5 strikeouts. All right, on after that, 1 o'clock game, the Detroit Tigers in Houston taking on the Astros, and we're playing Detroit, who are favored on the road, to cover the 1.5 total runs here. The game total set at 8.5, and we like the over in this one. Over 8.5 total runs. Moving on to the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're taking 2 Tigers. We're taking Green as well as Torkelson to both have 2 total bases. Then for the pitching props, as of right now, only Job of the Tigers is listed as the official starter. Nobody for Houston. We're playing Job to go over 3.5 Ks in this. On to the next one. We have the Atlanta Braves in Colorado taking on the Rockies. Atlanta winning the first 2. And we have Atlanta going for the sweep here. We're playing Atlanta on the money line. The game total is set at 10.5. And we like the under in this one. Under 10.5 total runs. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We'll be playing Riley of the Braves and Goodman of the Colorado Rockies. Moving on to the pitching props, and we're taking 2 overs here. We're taking Sale of the Atlanta Braves to go over 7.5 strikeouts. But we're playing Dollander to go over as well, over 4.5 Ks in this one. On after that, we got the Miami Marlins in Los Angeles taking on the Dodgers. The Dodgers looking for their 3rd win in a row here today against Miami. We're playing the Dodgers on the money line. The game total set at 9.5, and we're playing the under in this one, under 9.5 total runs. Moving on to the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're playing Wagaman of the Miami Marlins, as well as Shohei Ohtani of the Los Angeles Dodgers. As of right now, the Dodgers do not have a starting pitcher listed. I think their starting pitcher will also be making their first start of the season here. But the Miami Marlins Quantrill is listed, and his line's at 3.5, and we're playing his under in this one. Under 3.5 strikeouts for Quantrill. On after that, we got the Los Angeles Angels in Seattle taking on the Mariners. Today, we're taking the Road Dogs. We're taking Los Angeles Angels on the money line. The game total set at 8.5, and we like the under in this one. Under 8.5 total runs. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're playing 2 Angels. Nato as well as Trout to both have 2 total bases. Onto the pitching props. And we're taking Anderson of the Angels to go under 5.5 strikeouts. And we're playing Hancock of the Seattle Mariners to go over his line. Over 4.5 Ks in this one. On after that, we have the San Francisco Giants in San Diego, an NL West matchup. San Diego taking the first game yesterday. Today, one of our cheap plays, we're playing San Francisco plus the 1.5 points as San Diego's favorite at home today. The game total is set at 7, and we like the over in this one, over 7 total runs. Moving on to the hitting props, we're playing Chapman of the Giants and Tatis Jr. of the Padres. On to the pitching props here, and we're taking Roop of the San Francisco Giants to go under his line, under 4.5 Ks. But we're playing Michael King of the San Diego Padres to go over his line, over 6.5 strikeouts in this one. Moving along, we have the Minnesota Twins in Cleveland taking on the Guardians, the first 2 games being split. Today we're playing Minnesota, who's favored on the road to cover the 1.5 runs here. Minnesota to cover the 1.5 runs. The game total set at 7, and we like the over in this one, over 7 total runs. Moving on to the hitting props for this game, 2 total bases. We're playing Ramirez of the Cleveland Guardians and Bader of the Minnesota Twins to both have 2 total bases. On to the pitching props here. And we're playing Lopez of the Twins to go under his line of 5.5, but we're playing Ortiz of the Guardians to go over his line of 5.5 strikeouts in this. On after that, we have the Yankees in Baltimore taking on the Orioles. The Yankees put up 15 on them yesterday. As a matter of fact, 3 teams each put up 15 runs alone yesterday. The Yankees being one of them. And today we're playing the Yankees on the money line again. The game total in this one set at 9.5. And today we're playing the under in this one. Under 9.5 total runs. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're playing Judge of the Yankees as well as Goldschmidt. Moving on to the pitching props in this one. And we're playing Povich of the Baltimore Orioles to go under his 4.5 strikeouts line. But we're taking Carrasco of the Yankees to go over his line, over 3.5 Ks in this. On to the next game, an NL Central matchup, the Cubs in Pittsburgh taking on the Pirates. The Cubs shutting out the Pirates yesterday, 8-0 win for the Cubbies. And in this one, again, we'll be playing the Cubs to cover the spread, 1.5 total runs. The game total is set at 8.5. We're playing the over in this one, over 8.5 total runs. Moving on to the hitting props, 2 total bases, and we're playing Suzuki of the Cubs and Cruz of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Let's look at the pitching props in this one, and we're playing the overs for both starting pitchers. We have Boyd of the Cubs going over 5.5 Ks, and we're taking Molzinski of the Pittsburgh Pirates to go over his line, over 3.5 strikeouts. On after that, we have a NL East matchup. We have the Phillies and the Washington Nationals in Philadelphia. Washington came back late. Philly was able to win in the bottom inning of the 9th. But today we'll be playing Philly on the money line. The game total set at 8.5, and we like the over in this one. Over 8.5 total runs. For our hitting props, 2 total bases. We're playing Lowe of the Nationals and Harper of the Phillies. And then on to our pitching props in this one, and we're taking the unders for both starting pitchers in this game. We're playing Irving of the Nationals to go under 4.5 strikeouts, and we're playing Sanchez of the Phillies to go under 5.5 Ks in this one. As we move along, we have the Kansas City Royals in Tampa Bay taking on the Rays. Kansas City winning this one yesterday. Today we're playing Tampa Bay, who are favored at home, to cover the 1.5 total runs. The game total set at 8.5, and we like the under in this one. On to the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're taking Bobby Witt Jr. of the Kansas City Royals and Junior Caminero of the Tampa Bay Rays. Then we look at our pitching props here, and in this game as well, we will be playing 2 unders. We're taking Cameron of the Kansas City Royals to go under 4.5 strikeouts, and Rasmussen of the Tampa Bay Rays to go under 5.5 Ks today. On after that, we have the Boston Red Sox in Toronto taking on the Blue Jays. Boston putting up 5 home runs yesterday on these Blue Jays. Today we will be playing Boston on the money line. The game total is set at 9.5, and we like the over in this one. On to the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're playing Campbell of the Boston Red Sox and Springer of the Tampa Bay Rays, both to have 2 total bases. Onto the pitching props, and as of right now, only Boston Red Sox pitcher Giolito is listed. And we're playing him to go under his line, under 4.5 strikeouts in this one. On after that, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks in New York taking on the Mets. I got this one completely wrong yesterday. I played Arizona, and the Mets stomped on the Diamondbacks. Today, we're playing the Mets on the money line. The game total is set at 8, and we like the over in this one. For our hitting props, 2 total bases, we're playing 2 Mets. We're taking Soto as well as Alonso to both have 2 total bases. As of right now, only 1 starting pitcher is listed, and that's Corbin Burnes of the Arizona Diamondbacks. And we are playing him to go under his line, under 5.5 strikeouts today. All right, moving along, down to our final 3 games of the day. We have the Milwaukee Brewers in Chicago taking on the White Sox. And today we'll be playing the White Sox, the home dogs, on the money line. As far as the game total, 7.5. We like the over in this one. Over 7.5 total runs. Looking at our hitting props, 2 total bases. We're taking Hoskins of the Milwaukee Brewers and Luis Robert Jr. of the Chicago White Sox. Moving on to the pitching props here, and we're playing 2 overs. We're playing Myers of the Milwaukee Brewers to go over 4.5 strikeouts, and Smith of the Chicago White Sox to go over 4.5 strikeouts as well. This will be the final game of the day as far as schedule goes. This is the 10 o'clock game. The Athletics in Texas playing the Rangers. Texas taking this one yesterday. As of today, the series is split. In today's game, we'll be playing Texas on the money line. The Texas Rangers on the money line. The game total set at 8, and we like the over in this one. Over 8 total runs. Moving on to the hitting props. 2 total bases. We're playing 2 Rangers. We're taking Garcia and Langford, both to have 2 total bases. Moving on to the pitching props in this one, and we're playing the overs for both starting pitchers. Soriano of the Athletics to go over 4.5 Ks. Uvalde of the Texas Rangers to go over 5.5 strikeouts. All right, our last game of the day is technically not the last game of the day. This game is 6:40 p.m. It is the last St. Louis-Cincinnati game. And in this one, we'll be playing St. Louis on the money line. So in both of the doubleheaders today, we're playing St. Louis in both of them. The game total is set at 9.5. We like the under in this one. Under 9.5 total runs. For our hitting props, 2 total bases. In this game, we're taking Ellie De La Cruz of the Reds and Nootbaar of the St. Louis Cardinals. As of right now, only 1 starting pitcher is listed, and that's Matz of the Cardinals. And we're playing him to go over 3.5 strikeouts in this one. Alrighty, guys, before we get up out of here, our $3 parlay plays of the day. Our first one being our pitching props parlay for strikeouts. We're playing Chris Sale of the Atlanta Braves to go over his line. Mozinski of the Pittsburgh Pirates to go over his line. Detroit Tigers starting pitcher Job to go over his line. New York Yankees starting pitcher Carrasco to go over his line. And finally, Tampa Bay Rays starting pitcher Ross Munson to go under his line. 4 overs, 1 under. All 5 of those gentlemen in a dollar parlay should pay around $22. Moving on to our hitting props parlay. 2 total bases. We're playing Aaron Judge of the New York Yankees, Tatis Jr. of the Padres, Goodman of the Colorado Rockies, Torkelson of the Detroit Tigers, and Tatis Jr. Soto. I said Tatis Jr. already. Soto of the New York Mets. All 5 of those gentlemen in a dollar parlay should pay around $45. And finally, we wrap up with our home run parlay play. Aaron Judge of the Yankees again, Vlad Jr. of the Toronto Blue Jays, and Shohei Ohtani of the Dodgers. All 3 of those gentlemen in a dollar parlay should pay $60. Once again, guys, I want to thank you guys for clicking on this video. Good luck to everyone today. I hope we all can make some money. And I hope to catch you guys on the next one.